If I hadn't used these 7 tricks, I might have spent 5,000 or 6,000 hours learning English and still not been able to use it. But in reality, after just over 2,000 hours, I could already understand the English I needed and have some simple everyday conversations. And these 7 methods are scientifically proven and costs almost nothing. 嗨，我是海明，这个频道是帮你达到完全流利英语的。Tip number 1, go out into nature, somewhere with trees and maybe a lake. Put on your earphones. Don't look at the screen and listen to the English content you've already listened to or you've already studied deeply while you walk. Mosquito. Okay. Like this. You can do this 3 to 5 times a week for more than 30 minutes each time. Or maybe even 1 to 2 times a week works pretty well. Also, you can change your phone and computer wallpapers to natural scenery or hang landscape tapestries on your wall. This one trick alone boosted my English learning efficiency by 60%. It's basically a free stimulant with no side effects. Being in nature improves your attention and working memory. There is science research supporting this. Plus, you avoid the downsides of sitting too long and staring at screens for extended periods. 2 birds with 1 stone. Plus again, there is a hidden benefit. You are exposed to the same English in different physical environments, which achieves something called interleave physical context practice. This kind of practice makes it much easier to recall the right English when you actually use it in real life. But if you always study in the exact same spot, you completely miss out on the extra benefits. I explained this in detail in this previous video. Check it out when you finish this one. Tip number 2, carry an alcohol-based hand sanitizer gel with 70 to 80% alcohol. It can completely kill the bacteria and viruses on your hands. Since it's easy to carry and doesn't need water and soap, you can take it out and clean your hands anytime, making it easy to do this more often. Let me show you. You can just press and squeeze, then wipe. Let it dry, it's done. Your hands are clean now, unless my hands are visibly dirty. Otherwise, I use this 90% of the time. Now, my colds went from once every 3 months to once every 2 years. My stuffy nose went from once a week to once every 3 months. I almost never get stomachaches or diabetes. I almost never get stomachaches or diarrhea anymore. And these small health issues used to reduce my English learning efficiency by 30%. I'm not exaggerating. And the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention clearly recommends this too. Yeah! After every 50 to 60 minutes of studying, close your eyes right where you are for 2 to 3 minutes or even up to 15 minutes. Relax your whole body. Don't listen to audio. Don't do any mentally demanding thinking. Just relax and do nothing. This helps clear metabolic waste from your brain and restore energy and focus for the next round of studying. Some studies even show that this can directly consolidate your memory on the spot, because in this state, your brain moves what you just learned from short-term memory into long-term memory. Of course, if you get into the zone or flow state and study continuously for 2 hours, that's absolutely fine. Also, you don't have to close your eyes after every study section. Each time you close your eyes and rest, you gain the benefits once. It's like delivering food. 1 delivery, 1 payment. There is also a hidden benefit. When I'm resting, I don't feel like scrolling on my phone because I know closing my eyes is useful, so I'm more motivated to do it more often. Scrolling on my phone makes me even more tired. Tip number 4, when you are studying, open the window to refresh the air in your room. Do it whether it's hot or cold outside, whether your AC is on or not. Cross ventilation is best. Let the wind flow through the room. In general, the more often you open the window, the better. If that's not practical, air towel the room 2 to 3 times a day, about 20 minutes each time. Here is why. Breathing in a closed room causes CO2 to build up, and this lack of oxygen leaves you dizzy, sluggish, brain fog, makes you tired, blurs your vision, gives you headaches. Even if you don't notice the effect, it's still worth doing it. Think of bad air as dropping your energy from 100 to 90. Over time, this adds up a lot. Unless this behavior harms your mental health or is extremely dirty or noisy outside. This is basically a free buff. This one trick boosted my English learning efficiency by at least 20%. Every single time I open the window, I feel instantly refreshed. Tip number 5, after you wake up in the morning, head outside and expose yourself to the open sky. If the sun is out, get some direct sunlight. Aim for at least 15 to 20 minutes. While studying during the day, try to sit near a window and open the window. Use the natural light as your main light source, with lamps only as a supplement. The more natural light, the better. It's even better if there is a nice outdoor view. I know it's pricey. This still helps even on a cloudy or rainy days. The natural light enters your eyes and reaches your brain. Your body stops producing melatonin, a hormone that makes you feel sleepy. At the same time, your brain starts producing serotonin, which makes you happier and more energetic. Your focus sharpens, you feel awake, you are ready to get into learning mode. There is a study that shows this. One group of people worked in a dim office on the left side in the picture, where only 1.5% of natural light could get through. The other group worked in the same place, with just one difference. They had access to more natural light. After a week, their performance on complex tasks was tested. The group with more natural light scored 42% higher. That means without doing anything else, just adding more natural light to your study or work environment, you could potentially go from 60 to 85. That's profound. Professor Huberman from Stanford University also consistently recommends getting more sunlight. For me, going for a walk in nature and getting some sunlight makes me 5 times happier than scrolling on my phone. Of course, you might want to pay attention to the sun protection. That's something you can look into. Tip number 6, use the case slicing method to manage your study time and materials. If you have 2 hours for studying, but also need to handle some chores like cooking, taking care of your kids, showering, etc., then either finish all chores first and study afterwards, or set a rule for yourself. Okay, I will study for the next 1.5 hours, and then use the remaining half hour to finish all chores all at once. But if you have lots of fragmented time, like waiting 5 to 10 minutes for a bus, or sitting on the bus for half an hour, or times when you might be interrupted at any moment, then you should break your study material or practice steps into small, distinct, clear pieces. For example, got 2 minutes? You can practice reading 2 phonetic symbols aloud, 1 minute for each. Got 3 minutes? You can do some intensive listening on 1 full, long sentence. Got 11 minutes? You can read 5 paragraphs of your book. What if you don't know how much time you have or how much stuff you can learn? Just follow the practice step you decide in advance and complete as many steps as possible. Think of it like slicing a whole cake into individual pieces, piece by piece, chunk by chunk. In this case, it means breaking your materials and steps into mini tasks like learn 1 sentence, read 2 phonetic symbols, look up 3 words, repeat this sentence 4 times, or listen to a sentence 5 times, that kind of thing. This way, any block of time you have will fit perfectly. Got 10 seconds? There is a 10-second way to practice. Got 3 minutes? There is a 3-minute way to practice. Got 2 hours? There is a 2-hour way to practice. One more thing to keep in mind, within each time block, try to stick to just one task. No switching, no zoning out. If you can't focus for too long, just make your time blocks and tasks smaller. Also, don't study on autopilot. If you only have 3 minutes, don't just casually listen to 8 or 9 random English sentences. Instead, dig into 1 or 2 sentences with intensive listening. Go for depth, not breadth. Tip number 7, after lunch, go for a walk with your earphones in and listen to the English content you've studied intensively the day before. After about 30 minutes, take a nap for 10 to 28 minutes. Don't go over 30 minutes. Anything beyond that actually does more harm than good. Try to fit your nap in somewhere between 12:30 and 14, since I don't know exactly when you eat lunch. But napping before 13 is even better. This doesn't just help you recharge for the afternoon, it also helps consolidate your memory. It's like 充电10分钟，续航2个半小时, this kind of effect. There is tons of research backing this up. For example, NASA, yes, the space guys in America, did a study back in 1995, found that pilots who took a 26-minute nap had 45% higher alertness, 34% better job performance, and felt 50% less sleepy compared to pilots who didn't nap. High alertness basically means you don't zone out while studying. You can actually follow what I'm saying to you. Your reaction time is sharp. You don't feel that foggy, quote-unquote, can't focus feeling, and so on. The best part, it barely takes any time, so it's totally worthwhile. I do this every single day, and it has boosted my English learning efficiency by at least 50%. Number 8, when practicing listening, speaking, reading, and writing, only work with topics you actually use in real life. If an English resource doesn't match your needs, just ditch it. Get rid of it, ignore it. Doesn't matter how great, authoritative, authentic, idiomatic it is. Remember, you are learning English to use it, not to get better at English for its own sake, not to study high-quality content of English, okay? You're not doing that. Always put this first. Filter your listening, reading, speaking, and writing materials by topic relevance. Number 9, learn less. Whenever I don't feel like studying English, I tell myself, okay, I'll just intensively listen to 3 sentences. After those 3 sentences, I'm done, okay? The magic is, once I actually start, I usually end up doing way more. One time I remember it got ridiculous. I told myself, okay, I'll just do 3 sentences today, and ended up doing over 1,000 sentences. And anything beyond that 3rd sentence feels like a bonus. My brain feels amazing. I have used this trick at least 500 times. It has boosted my English learning efficiency by 250%. I'll even force myself to do 3 sentences before meal and accidentally finish 15. So I can sit down and enjoy my food in a great mood, and the food tastes so much better. What I want to say is, if you don't feel like studying, just force yourself to do just a tiny bit, really just a tiny bit, really small task. OK, 就是这样。如果你有英语学习上的疑问，就到评论区留言。同时，我有一门实操课程，带你彻底打通听力、阅读还有口语。为了提高学英语的效率，我还为此去学了编程，开发了一个播放器。很多操作都很方便，比如说查词，现在可以直接把鼠标移上去就可以查词，句子跳转也很方便，循环播放、变速播放、AI 提问等等都有。我会在课程中提供所有的步骤、工具、方法，还有具体的练习步骤，带你一步步彻底的打通听力。同时，课程以后会免费更新，也会有社群的答疑服务，都是我亲自去答疑的，没有助教，没有团队。有兴趣的可以去描述栏看一下课程的链接。我们下次见。